Hello sports fans, welcome to another episode of Falcons franchise. So we are in the offseason of season 3. We missed the playoffs, went 3-14, had a terrible season, and if you guys missed the last video, that was the future of Falcons franchise. So we're going to play one more season where we play the games, every single game, and it's going to be on all pro difficulty, so taking it down a notch, and we will adjust some sliders to make it a bit harder. But all Madden difficulty is just way too hard. It's not enjoyable. We go 3-14 with an 83 overall team, and I feel it's impossible. Okay, but the offseason is today, and obviously that includes the draft, free agency, stuff like that. Reviewing the playoff bracket, here is the bracket. 1 seed Chiefs, they got the bye in the AFC. Bills, Raiders 2-7. Titans host the Chargers at 3-6, and Bengals 4, Patriots 5. In the NFC, Cowboys 1, Panthers 2, Cardinals 3, Vikings 4, Saints 5, Giants 6, and 49ers 7. So we're going to go ahead and sim through the playoffs so we can see who won who makes it to the Super Bowl. I'm going to stop in the Pro Bowl week just to see if we've got any Pro Bowlers. Alright, so we're in the Pro Bowl week. Super Bowl 59 is between the Cowboys and the Chargers. And Pro Bowl rosters, we're just going to view the playoff bracket, or we'll do it now. But I'm going to scroll slowly so you guys can see. But what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to look for us. I'm not going to go name every player, but I'm going to go so hopefully you guys can read all the Pro Bowlers. Oh, we got Kyle Pitts on here. He had himself a really nice season. We'll also get to the stats in a second. I forgot to do that. But we're going to go ahead and do the stats in a second. Let's see. Any other of our players? Oh, Chris Lindstrom's on here. Let's see. Would we have any defensive players? I wouldn't think so. Let's see. Oh, Isaiah McKenzie on here as a returner. But that's it. So 3 Pro Bowlers for a team that went 3-14. That is not bad at all. Alright, playoff bracket. In the AFC, the Chargers came out on top. They were the 6th seed. And the wild card round, the Bills beat the Raiders 41-25. The Chargers beat the Titans 24-21. And wow, how did the Patriots score 55 points? But they won against the Bengals 55-37. In the divisional round, the division rivals, the Chiefs and Chargers, faced off. The Chargers came out on top 36-30. And another divisional matchup in the divisional round, the Patriots defeated the Bills by a touchdown, 35-28. And in the AFC Championship game, the Chargers beat the Patriots 37-31. A lot of high-scoring games in the AFC. In the NFC, 24-21 Panthers over the 49ers, 24-17 Cardinals over the Giants, and 21-17 the Saints over the Vikings. Now, that was a lower scoring round. Cowboys were the 1 seed. They beat the Saints 35-24. And the Panthers also put up over 35 points, winning 38-24 over the Cardinals. And then the Cowboys absolutely destroyed the Panthers 35-9 in the NFC Championship game. And that leaves us with the 1-seeded Cowboys against the 6-seeded Chargers in the Super Bowl. So we're going to go ahead and use some stats. Let's see how our team did. Will Donaldson broke 4,000 yards. Okay. So he went 20 touchdowns, 20 picks, 4,004 yards. And remember, I only played, I think it was 11 games, maybe 12. So that's why some of those numbers are good. Here is rushing stats. Did not have a great year for Tyrell Algier. 220 carries, 754 yards, 6 touchdowns, only 3.4 yards a carry. Will Donaldson also 2 touchdowns and 148 rushing yards. Isaiah McKenzie, 87 rushing yards on 34 carries. How did Anthony Firsker get a carry? And also Trey Sermon, 2 carries for 5 yards and a touchdown. Our longest run of the season was 30 yards. That is not even that long for Tyrell Algier. Receiving, Kyle Pitts had himself a very, very nice season. Was our leader in catches, yards, and not quite in touchdowns. 1 behind in touchdowns. But Kyle Pitts, 86 catches, 1,187 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Drake London, also with a nice season, 67 catches, 962 yards, 6 touchdowns. Tyler Boyd, a solid first season with us. I'd like to get him more involved. He's got 53 catches, 627 yards, 2 touchdowns. Isaiah McKenzie, 60 catches, 582 yards, 4 touchdowns. Richie James, 28 catches, 378, and a touchdown. Tyler Algier, 21 for 112. And then a bunch of other guys with under 10 catches. First, and how did John Fitzpatrick catch a touchdown? Okay, some things with Madden I will never understand. Defensively, Troy Anderson, our tackles leader, with 125. Tackles for loss, we were led by Grady Jarrett with 19. Our sacks leader was also Grady Jarrett with 8. Interceptions, AJ Terrell with 2, Isaiah Oliver also with 2, Justin Coleman, Troy Anderson, Richie Grant, and Bryce Hall each with 1. And viewing some of the NFL leaders, let's see who led the NFL in all those same stat categories. I would imagine Will Donaldson probably led the NFL in interceptions. Damian Purnell tied him with 20, so let's see. But Dak Prescott, 5,501 yards, led the NFL passing. Passing touchdowns was Patrick Mahomes with 48. Interceptions, it is Will Donaldson and Damian Purnell tied at 20, but closely followed by a few other guys. So, a lot of interceptions thrown this season, or this past season. Rushing, no surprise, Derrick Henry leads the league in rushing yards with nearly 2,000, 18 touchdowns, but Zeke had 24, holy cow. Josh Jacobs, Joe Mixon, each with 20. And Derrick Henry also led the league in carries. The longest run of the season was 97 yards from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Receiving, Cooper Kupp broke the single-season record with 2,131 yards and 19 receiving touchdowns. Chris Godwin with 17 down here. What a season for Cooper Kupp, but he didn't win the Triple Crown as Kadarius Toney with 2 more catches with 117. Wow. And Cooper Kupp also led in touchdowns. And the longest passing play was to Will Fuller, 95 yards. Closely followed to Jonathan Taylor, 94 yards. Defensive leaders, tackles leader is Jerome Baker with 141. Troy Anderson somewhere on here with 125. Here he is. Tackles for loss leader, that is Vita Vea with 29. Sacks, Von Miller is 23.5. I think that's the single season record, if I can remember correctly. Interceptions, leader, there was Eric Kendricks with 5. Also, Josie Jewell with 5. Desmond King with 5. Darius Williams with 5. Dante Jackson with 5. And Xavier Howard with 5. A whole bunch of guys with 4. And that is the NFL stats from this past season. So, let's see in the Super Bowl. Let's see who wins, Cowboys or Chargers. The Dallas Cowboys in a shootout, 38-35. So, viewing the season recap, obviously the Cowboys win the Super Bowl 38-35. DeMarcus Lawrence, Super Bowl MVP. Patrick Mahomes wins MVP. Zach Taylor, Coach of the Year. Cooper Kupp, Offensive Player of the Year. Von Miller, Defensive Player of the Year. Mark Scott, Offensive Rookie of the Year. And what you can't see, Max Dyson, Browns Defensive Tackle, Defensive Rookie of the Year. So that is the 2024 season recap. And we are now in staff week. Let's view staff moves, see if any teams made notable moves. I'm only going to check head coach because these offensive coordinators were completely made up. There's no Dan Hampton in the NFL. But Kevin Stefanski fired by the Browns. Nick Sirianni fired by the Eagles. Sean McVay fired by the Rams. Ron Rivera fired. And a bunch of just other guys hired as head coaches who are not real people. And we will take a look at some college players. Obviously, we'll view this multiple times throughout the offseason. The new number 1 player is Henry Cousins. Or we'll see the number 1 player. I can't remember now. Henry Cousins, he's a power guy, 95% scouted. Lacks discipline. C pass block. How is this guy the top guy in the class with C pass block, B run block, and bad discipline? Not even a great athlete. I have no idea how this guy can be the top guy in the class. No idea. Josh Hill goes down 1, so he was definitely the number 1 guy. And Henry Cousins goes up 2. But we're just going to go quickly here and view some favorites. I don't think any of these have actually changed, so... Actually, you know what? Let's not take a look at these right now. and we will just do it once we can get more information about them. But advancing to next week where we can re-sign some players. Let's see who we have to bring back. I don't remember. There's some guys where we're not going to bring back. Others I'd consider bringing back. Let's see who we have. Also, mock draft 3 this week. We have the number 1 overall pick, by the way. Let's start off with viewing 2024 retirements. Harrison Smith, Eric Kendricks, Justin Pugh, Thomas Morstead, Chandler Jones, Demario Davis, J.C. Treader, Lane Johnson, Teron Armstead, Stephon Gilmore, Micah Hyde, Von Miller, Robert Quinn. Let's see if there's any other notable guys. Jared Cook, AJ Boye, Geno Smith, Andy Dalton, Raheem Mostert. Let's see. Any other notable guys? Nick Foles, Blaine Gabbert, Case Keenum. I think these are all the notable players who've retired. Blake Bortles, Brett Jones. Yeah, those are all the retired players. And let's check mock draft 3. Let's see. Who do they have us going first overall? Devontae Bean. Okay. Now, Devontae Bean, he is my number 1 corner target, I believe. Yes, he's my top guy. He is a great player, 75% scouted, and is now going to go first overall for a round 1 to 2 guy. But he's a very, very good player. As see, good discipline, aggressive ball hawk, good man, good zone, good press, good catching, great athlete, although not the strongest guy in the world, and very good ratings. Now, someone else I'd consider is Kevin Foote. So what I think I might do is I might trade down to like maybe number 3, and hope they don't grab Foote at the top. With the Lions, that would be. But I'd like to get an edge rusher, because D'Angelo Malone, he's good but not great. I'd like to get someone better. So Kevin Foote is someone we might get. He's a good player, A tackle, B finesse moves, C power moves, and block shedding. Great athlete, and also once again good ratings. But maybe I can trade back, get Kevin Foote, and then go grab like Devontae Bean at the back end of the first round if that's going to be possible. I'm not completely sure. And we only have 1 first-round pick. But just seeing to see if they have defensive tackle Leno Russell going in the top 10 or going in the first round. Sorry, I don't think they do. But he's someone I'd be considering grabbing in the 2nd or 3rd round because I've talked about him a ton. An insane athlete from the inside. A really, really interesting player. He's a defensive tackle to Kansas State. Insane athlete. And he's a very, very good player, I think. And he's a very interesting player. With maybe we could move him on the outside in some different play packages and stuff like that. But 17 players ready to negotiate. So let's see who this is. Dean Lowry, probably not going to bring him back. Demarcus Robinson, same thing. Ray McLeod, he's interested. I'd be interested for a depth spot. Okay, so I don't remember what he said last time. We're going to up this just a bit and see if we can bring him back. Offer's perfect, can't wait till next season. Okay. And just so you guys know, we have $131 million in cap space, so I'm not going to go crazy, but and spend all $131 million, but I'm not afraid to spend some money. Wadam Ezekiel's not going to bring back, neither with Bradley Pinion can find a better punter. Justin Coleman, not going to bring him back. Fersker. Anthony Fersker, we could probably find a better tight end. 2nd string tight end, that is. Is there any other guys I want to bring back? I don't really think so. No. None of these other guys I want to bring back, so we're going to let those guys all walk, and we'll have some signing to do in free agency. And, staff week is the week that the development traits change. So let's see if we got any development trait changes. Isaiah McKenzie down to normal dev. Jalen Mayfield, why is all this messed up? Matt Hennessy down to normal dev. Chris Lindstrom up to superstar development. That's what I like to see. Let's see. Anything else? Defensively, is there any changes? Doesn't appear to be. Troy Anderson down to star? He's hurt, by the way. That's annoying. Basley's got normal. He had hidden development, but apparently because he didn't play enough. AJ Terrell and Bryce Hall were down to start. What is happening? Why are all our guys going down? AJ Terrell's like 26. How's he going down in development traits? Yeah, he's 26. Why are guys losing? What is happening to our team? Why are our guys going down in development trades? Okay, that's not what you want to see. But hopefully we can get those up this upcoming season. And advancing to free agency, number 1, let's see who some free agents are and who we can potentially bring in. And also we've got the Combine. So we'll view the Combine first. Let's see. Some favorites. Delonte Bean, he's my top corner target I talked about before. He's got great speed run, a 4.35, great vertical jump. Everything except strength is good, really good. Agility's not great, it's solid, but he's a very, very good player, very athletic. Aside from the bench press, only 9 reps and not great strength, but a very good player. Kevin Foote, let's take a look at. I'd consider drafting him. He was a very good, not the strongest among left ends, but 29 bench press reps is not bad. And otherwise, among top 10 in almost everything. Actually, everything aside from bench press, so another guy with a good combine performance. Let's check out how Leno Russell did. He was an insane athlete. See, you see on the left, great, elite, great, insane athlete. First vertical jump, first 3-cone, first 20-yard shuttle. He is top 5 in everything and ran a 4.84 for a 300-pounder. Very, very interesting. Kendrick Fulton, I don't really remember him a ton. We'll take a look at him. Doesn't seem quite as good as Kevin Foote. He is somewhat athletic, pretty athletic actually. Very fast, 4.62, third fast among right ends. Let's see. Is there any others? Dion Massey, let's see. Ran a 4.47. That is 25th. Well, there's got to be some receivers that can absolutely fly. Let's see. Any others? Paul Alexander, I remember, he's a power rusher. A power moves, A tackle. Okay, that's actually pretty intriguing. He did not participate in the Combine, okay? Let's see. Is there any other guys I want to talk about? Jaron Coles, I think we might go after a right tackle. Sean Edmonds, he's not great. Might just say, you know what? We drafted him in the first round, didn't work out. We'll move on. But I think I'm going to try to find somebody in free agency, an already proven player. Let's see some of the wide receivers who apparently can absolutely fly. Let's see. Will Garvin, the top receiver in the class, ran a 4.49. Gabe Spiegel, I remember he had really good speed. He ran a 4.24. Okay, wow, that is the fastest receiver. Gabe Spiegel runs a 4.24. Could we consider drafting him? I mean, we don't know a ton about him, only 50% scouted, but he seems like he could be a good player. A to C for a lot of stuff. And also, insane speed. He's on my draft board. Let's take a look at someone like CJ Bass. Let's see what he ran. Not a great guy off his key ratings. He ran a 4.29, okay. A lot of fast wide receivers. He just doesn't seem all that great. Especially as a receiver. But that is some Combine results we'll take a look at for now. And signing free agents. Let's see who is a free agent. We'll view available free agents. And remember, we got a ton of money. Aaron Jones is the top free agent available. So 90 overall is not a great free agent group. Okay. So we're not going to have a ton of talent to work with, but still, some good players. Oh, this goes down very fast. Dang, does that go down fast. Very fast. Okay. So, we don't have a ton of players that are really amazing and that would really fit for us and also that are interested, but of course, when we have a lot of money, it's not a great free agent class, but we will take, I'm going to go browse through the free agents and then I'll let you guys know what I decide about certain players and if I have any players I want to talk about. Okay, so this is definitely not a great free agent class, or group, whatever you want to call it. Some of these guys are interesting players, like someone like Foye Oluokun I consider bringing back, especially because now all our linebackers apparently have normal development. He'd just be another. But there's definitely some interesting players, like James Bradbury I'd consider, although he is 32. Same with Jadeveon Clowney I'd consider. Patrick McCarry, I don't know. We need a tackle. It's a bridge player. Maybe we'll bring him in. We'll throw him an offer. He's older, normal development, 77 overall, though. And he would definitely get moved to right tackle. But let's see. He's pretty interested, so we're going to start off. We'll go 2 years. And we will try this. And send to him. Overall, pretty strong offer. And now, you see some of these guys at the top. They're either not interested or just, we don't really need them. Like, Jerome Baker's interesting. Star development, 82 overall, though. I just wish these guys were a lot better. Should have spent more in other free agencies. Let's see. Like, Dante Hardy is the best wide receiver available. I don't know, it's just not amazing. And, like, some of these guys that are good are old. Like, Bradbury and Clowney, they're good, but they're old. They are 32. And what are we going to get out of them? A season or two, if that? Let's see. So now we do need to find a punter. And the punters, they're not great. I mean, 80 overall and 35 years old. Again, hopefully we don't have to punt much. But maybe someone like a Scott Hollister. 71 overall, 23. Interested, probably won't have to spend that much. Let's try it. We'll go team friendly. We'll knock that up to $1 million. A lot of these guys are not great. Like, we don't need a running back. Although Javonte Williams is insanely intriguing, somewhat interested in us as well. But, yeah, not quite going to do that. Could go after a corner, although we might draft a corner. We'll give Jerome Baker an offer. He's 28 years old. Not interested in us, so we're going to start him off with a slight tweak of the neutral offer, and it's about halfway. The guys we've targeted, Jerome Baker's got a big offer from the Dolphins. We're not even in his top 5. Not in the hunt, okay. 14 teams interested, so we're going to actually knock this up a bit more. We'll go to 4.7 and 3.3. And that really doesn't help us a ton. We're still not even in the hunt. For Patrick McCarry, we're in the hunt. And Hollister, we're the only one interested. You know, I feel like we should really get a tackle, so I'll knock McCarry up to 3.4. Actually, we'll go 3.5. And now we should be ahead of the Jets. Wait, did we go down? Hold up. Okay, we're going to go like this, because you know how it resets the offer. Now we should definitely be above the Jets. Now we are, okay. But, let's see. Let's see if there's any other players we could really look to go after. Maybe a wide receiver. Not a great receiver group. Like, Dante Hardy, Sterling Shepard, Tim Patrick are your best receivers available. What, did everyone make sure to re-sign their superstar wide receivers? Or, like, guys who have been good, like Robbie Anderson, are just bad now at 78 overall and regressing? Kenny Galladay, free agent. Now, we do need a second-string tight end, so let's see who we can bring in here. If we opt to go this route. A free agency. Yeah, a lot better options than Anthony Firkser's way down the board here. The most interested tight end is a 70 overall. Let's see if we can find someone who's interested. Brevin Jordan's not a bad option. Nick Boyle also isn't terrible. But these guys really aren't interested, though. But it's a solid, actually, tight end group. Maybe someone... Brevin Jordan, he's young. We'll bring him in for, like, 2, maybe 3 years. We'll go team-friendly. Although, we really don't need to be trying to save us money. Because, I mean, we have tons of money to spend. Brevin Jordan is... We're the only team that's offered him. Then back to the offensive line. Again, it's... not a group that's so interested. Noteboom, he's worse and older than McCarry, so that's why I've gone after McCarry. Then, just, we don't really need guard. Laken Tomlinson's okay, but he's also old. Centers, Matt Hennessy did regress to normal dev. But these guys, the best center available is a 77, but he's 33 years old. Josh Myers, maybe. Right guard, we've got our superstar right guard in Chris Lindstrom. Don't really need right guard, although we could maybe move somebody. And right tackle, there's no real good right tackle. Like Sam Cosmi or Tevin Jenkins is your best option. You're going to have to spend a good amount to get him. Just overall not great. Like, maybe I'd consider it, but I think that's going to be it. We have one more offer for this period. Should we go get Jadeveon Clowney? Bring him in for a year? There's 7 teams interested. Dean Lowry we had. Not going to bring him back. Clowney is a very, very interested. He's from South Carolina. Big market. Maybe we'll bring him in. I really don't know. Don't need defensive tackle. And also might bring in another via the draft. Right ends. Frank Clark is available. He's bad down to 72. Guy just aren't great. And then linebacker, we made an offer to Jerome Baker, not even in the hunt, so I'm going to up this offer a bit. I don't remember what we were at, but we'll go to $5 million, and we'll go to 3.7. See where that gets us. Still not even great. Not in the hunt. Okay, we're going to have to spend a lot to get him, but I mean, we've got a lot of money. Like, a lot of money. And I'd also consider maybe trading for a superstar player. That's also not out of the picture, just so you guys know. We'll go to, what's player friendly? Player friendly is 5 years. I don't want to bring him in for 5 years. Let's go neutral. We'll go 4 years, up to like 5.2. We'll get the signing bonus up to 4 million, 4.2 million. Let's see. Still not great. Not in the hunt. Okay. Patriots and Dolphins really battling for the top spot. What if we go to 5.5? I don't want to, give him, a ton of money. We'll go 5.5, 4.5, 4 years. It's just the motivations that really aren't interested in him. We're going to have to give him, $1 trillion to bring him in. Alright, but that is going to be offers. Maybe we can bring in a safety. These safeties aren't great. Jordan Poyer's here, but he's old. Again, that's the problem with a lot of these people. Jordan Whitehead for a year, Deshaun Elliott for a year, maybe. But we've got some solid safeties, more like depth. Maybe Aloy Gilman for a year or two. Not that interested though. All right, I don't know. We'll figure out more after we figure out if we're able to get any of these guys, and we will also advance to next week. So mock draft 4 also comes out. Let's see if we're able to get any of these players. And I hope they don't have us going Devontae Bean in mock draft 4, just so we can see where he would go if we don't draft him at number 1. They've got us going Devontae Bean again. Okay. Well, that is not quite what I hoped for. And we also got combine results. Pro day results. So we'll take a look at some. So, Gabe Spiegel was the other guy I added. But, let's see. Paul Alexander was the guy that didn't do the pro day, combine, sorry. And he didn't do the pro day either. Is this guy hurt or something? But, again, don't really need to go over a ton of these guys. We already saw their combine results. And we'll learn a lot more about him as we get those additional scouting things. I forgot what they're called. Signing free agents, let's see. Did we get anybody? Hopefully we did. Our signings, nobody? Brevin Jordan's still available. Same with... Seriously? The guys that were actually somewhat decent went other places? Clowney to the Broncos, Bradbury to the Chargers, McCarr to the Jets, Sam Cosmi to the Chargers. Well, maybe we're trading for an offensive lineman. I don't really know. Available, let's see. These guys really aren't great. Joe Noteboom, he's not quite the guy I got in mind. I'd prefer a lot better. And again, right tackles, Jawan Taylor, maybe not great though. Like, how much better is he really going to be than Sean Edmonds? That's really my thinking right now. But let's see. Who are some of the top players still available? Aaron Jones and Javonte Williams, the two running backs, still available. Why are the top three all running backs? Let's see. ETN don't need a running back. Jimmy Ward don't need a safety to start, at least. Middle linebacker, Foye Oluokun, could we bring him in? Maybe. Somewhat interested. Normal development, I just want to stay away from. But maybe Oluokun for a year? That's not a great offer. It is not in the hunt. Of 7 teams interested, not in the hunt. Okay. We'll throw him a neutral contract. And now we should be one of the top teams. Now we're the second best. Let's see. If we're able to get him. And these guys don't really seem all that great. Michael Carter, again, don't need a running back. Jordan Poyer, don't really need a safety. Javon Hargrave, don't need a defensive tackle. No real great free agents, which is what's really annoying. Quez Watkins, a field stretching guy, I'd consider, just because of his speed, but I don't really know. Who's the most interested player left? Chris Barnes, okay. Again, normal development, 77 overall. How much better than someone like Troy Anderson is he really going to be? Let's see. We could use a corner, but then we're going to draft a corner, so let's just take a look at who some of the best corners are. Marcus Peters, DJ Reed, Rasul Douglas, all older. Sidney Jones, Nate Hobbs, the only guy under 29. So Darius Smith is available, but again, he's older. Matt Milano, great in real life, but here he's older. That's our problem with everything. Leonard Floyd, good, but he's old. Or not really even good at 70 overall, never mind. This is really, really annoying. When we actually got a lot of money to spend, nobody. Let's see. Top interested guys, we don't really need. This is really annoying. Otwell I'd consider bringing in. No, we'll throw him like a 2-year offer. That's an okay offer. I mean, I don't want to sign people just for the sake of signing people. Still a lot of good free agents at tight end available. But I do want to try to bring some guys in. Clowney off the board. Zadarius Smith is 80 overall. Let's see. Who would it make the most sense to bring in if we're going to bring in an edge rusher here? I don't really know. But here are the targets as of now. We're going to once again sim. Foya Wukun were the top offer. Otwell with the top offer, the only offer. Sim with Brevin Jordan and Scott Hollister. So we're going to sim once again and hope we can get some guys this time. So advancing to the next stage of free agency, and let's see if we're able to get them all. Or any of them, actually. Okay, we had some cap space go down. But fifth-year options, I believe this is going to be Drake London. Yeah, Drake London's contract is set to expire. Does he factor into your long-term plans? Yes, he does. Absolutely, definitely want to keep him. We definitely want to keep him around. In that case, do you want to pick up his fifth-year option? Yes, we're going to go ahead and do that. No question, easy enough, we'll get the paperwork started. You picked up Drake London's fifth-year option. This will postpone his contract negotiations for 1 year. Alright. So, free agents. Aaron Jones still here. Did we get any of our guys we wanted? Brevin Jordan is still there. Same with Scott Hollister. And we got Tutu Otwell. Who were some of the guys we targeted that didn't sign? Trying to remember. Oh, linebacker Jerome Baker. Alright, let's review some available guys. Aaron Jones, don't really need him though, despite being the best free agent. Let's see, who could we bring in? I'd consider Witherspoon as maybe just a depth guy. Julian Love would start, but maybe a depth guy for us. I don't really know. It's very difficult. Just not a great free agent class, and that really illustrates it when the third best player remaining available is a kicker. Let's see. Should we bring in Joe Tyron Shoy? I don't know how to say this guy's name. But he's not very interested. Now, him or Jalen Phillips? They're same thing. Should we give Jalen Phillips an offer? He's got one team interested. Obviously, we'd move him down to defensive end. We'll give him an offer. That's a good offer. Except the motivations are really just dragging it down. Let's see. Allen Robinson as a depth guy, maybe? Maybe we'll bring in a receiver as like a depth guy. You know what, Quez Watkins is still here. We're going to bring him in for depth. It shouldn't cost that much to get him, because he's probably doesn't have a whole ton of interest. Jalen Phillips is being targeted by the Seahawks as well. We're in the hunt. Quez Watkins has an offer from the Panthers. It's not the end of the world if we don't get him. You know, I'm not going to change any of the offers. This is free agency stage 3 of 3, so it's recap week next week. You know, maybe we'll go offer somebody else. I just don't really know who. It's not a good free agency group. I just don't know who we could possibly bring in. So, you know what? I forget what I just said. We're going to advance to next week, which is the free agency recap and also mock draft 5. And, I don't know. Annoying that it was not good. Maybe we can trade for somebody who really knows. Okay, scouting private workouts. We'll get to in a second. Mock draft, I'd imagine they'll have us going Delonte Bean again. Yes, they do. Delonte Bean didn't start going to us until mock draft 3. Okay, but, let's see. Free agency recap. We'll just go over the top few guys. Patriots bring in Aaron Jones. Javonte Williams also to the Patriots, okay. Shield Griffin to the Bucks. Shaq Thompson. Right guard to the Patriots. The Patriots just bring everybody in. Jerome Baker to the Patriots. Still some solid free agents. Our signings. Quez Watkins we brought in. Tutu Atwell brought in. Brevin Jordan and Sam Hollister. Okay, so we got some of these. Some of the targets. Just I wish we could have got Macari in. But private workouts. Let's see. We will manually choose those, and let's see who could we scout privately. Delonte Bean, Kevin Foote, and maybe Paul Alexander. I don't know. Let's view some of the top guys. Let's see. Kevin Foote, probably. I'd like to know more about him. I don't know if we're gonna go with what's the corner's name? Oh, Delonte Bean. I forgot his name for a second. Because I already think we're gonna take him. He's a very, very good player. We know Russell, we already know 100%. Delonte Bean, here he is. 75% scouted. Already know he's a very good player. Let's see. Who else? Alright, so we're going to go 2 edge rushers. Kendrick Fulton is our other. And our third and final guy is going to be... Maybe we draft Taylor Jefferson? I don't really know. No, he's the guy that's not great. Well, he's very similar. Mitchell Rowe out of Michigan State. Sean Edmonds was from Michigan State. Again, why do all these guys have C pass block, B run block? It's not great. The Clemson tackle, we have 95% scouted. He's not truly amazing, though. Dalton Swift, a top 5 middle linebacker. Interesting. Maybe it's him? Dang, this guy's really good. Really athletic. Top 5 middle linebacker. Don't know if we'll take him. Just so we can know more about him. We will go him, Kevin Foote. So, it is Dalton Swift, Kevin Foote, and our final guy is... It was an edge rusher. Who was it now? Can't remember. It was not Paul Alexander. I think it was higher. Was it Kendrick Fulton? Or was it somebody else? I think it was Kendrick Fulton. Alright, so those are our 3 players. Middle linebacker Dalton Swift, left end Kevin Foote, and right end Kendrick Fulton. So we will confirm those. And so now on to the draft. Here's the roster pre-draft. We need a lot of positions. So you take a look. Quarterback, Will Donaldson, 76 overall, playing down 3 due to morale. A lot of these guys playing differently due to morale. Could use another receiver. Actually, you know, we might be good at receiver. Could use a center. Matt Hennessy is not great. He's also 27. Chris Lindstrom is by far our best player, aside from Kyle Pitts. Sean Edmonds, 75 overall, is not terrible. Maybe he stays. I don't really know. Linebackers, all 75 overall, playing down 3. Okay, I'd like to bring in an edge rusher. I'd like to bring in the corner I talked about. I don't know. Our roster is definitely not great. We are, what, an 80, 81 overall? 83 overall, okay. A bit better than I expected. But that's the roster, simming to the 2025 NFL Draft, and let's see how we do. I don't think we go Delonte Bean number 1 overall. Let's see. Who are the other players, other teams that could get Delonte Bean on here? Steelers and Bengals. Okay, obviously other teams could draft him as well. But the Steelers, they don't pick till 10. The Bengals, they don't pick till 23. So maybe I can trade down to 3. From 1 down to 3 to get Kevin Foote. Or actually, let's check these guys on how much we know about him. So up 40%. Skills, Kevin Foote, not good stamina, but seems like a good player. Good play rec, finesse moves, solid power moves, block shedding, pursuit, injury. Hit power is not great. Okay. Who are the other guys we took a closer look at? Kendrick Fulton, up to 90% scouted as well. B finesse moves, C power moves, C tackle, D block shedding. Is a good athlete. And A injury, F stamina. Seems like another good player. And the third guy was middle linebacker. We may have passed him up. Let's see. Did we pass him up? Yep, Dalton Swift right here. Top 5 middle linebacker. I don't think we'll take him, but he's a fit for us. He seems really good. B block shedding, B tackle, B zone, A pursuit. Great athlete. He seems really, really good. Injury's not great. That's concerning. But he seems really good. Okay, so I think we're going to try to trade down from 1 to 3. So, we will start the 2025 NFL Draft. We will pause the draft just because I cannot make my pick or do anything in 2 minutes. We are going to trade away our pick, review offers. Hopefully the Lions offer us something. Chicago down to 6. I don't really want to do that. The Lions. I'm looking for Lions. Lions. Oh, Lions, here we go. I'd like another first. Like the Giants. Something like that. Although they're really late. I'd like another first. The Chiefs, again, really late. Chargers, again, really late. At 31. We're going to make our own trade with the Lions. Manage roster, we will go to the trade center and make a trade with the Lions. We will do a manual trade, obviously, and go get the number 3 overall pick. They've got Justin Herbert as their quarterback. Draft picks. Number 1, and I'm also going to try to get their first next year and throw in a 5th. Let's try that. And I'm going to give them our number 1 overall pick and a 6th. Or, you know, we'll go the 5th round swaps. Let's try this. And it is... Okay, we're getting there. What if we take this out? That doesn't do a whole lot. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to play around with this and I'll let you guys know when I find a trade. Alright, so here's the trade. We gave up a lot, I feel. So we're sending the number 1 overall pick and then to a 2nd and 3rd next year for the number 3 overall pick and their first next year, which will be traded to move back into the first round. The Lions on the clock. Who do they go at number 1? Next pick, they go Kevin Foote. Okay. They go Kevin Foote. I had a feeling they might do that. Commanders at 2. Dak Caver out of Arizona State. We're on the clock at number 3. We will obviously pick a player. And let's see. I was hoping we might be able to grab an edge rusher. Let's see. Could we get an edge rusher? I was hoping for Kevin Foote. But let's see. Could we get an edge rusher here? Round 1 to 2, 50% scouted. Doesn't really seem like a top pick. Right end, Kendrick Fulton, 90% scouted. Is he better than Paul Alexander? That is the question right now. I would say so. He's not amazing. Paul Alexander seems good, not great. Lacks discipline, but seems good. Didn't participate in the combine. I'd like to know more about him athletic-wise. You know, maybe Paul Alexander might be better. So what if we move back again? Well, let's try that. Then maybe we can get some other stuff. We can get a bit more capital for next year, or something we can trade. Back to 6 with the Bears. Okay. That's interesting. Bunch of teams offering next year. Back to 10. Back to 5. We'll take this with Seattle. This is 2025. Moving back to 5. Okay, and the Seahawks at number 3. They go right tackle Henry Cousins out of Tennessee. Jaguars, they're going to go middle linebacker Dalton Swift. There it is. And now us on the clock at number 5. Should we get my guy Devontae Bean and then hope the other guys fall? Paul Alexander, well, no, he is round 1 to 2. You know, I think that's what we do. We go get Devontae Bean here at 6 or 5. Sorry. He's so far down the board, but he's probably the best corner. Devontae Bean. Could we move back slightly further? Or aren't the Texans right behind us? Or did I imagine that? No, they are. They're another team for Devontae Bean. That scares me. We'll take him right now. Devontae Bean. Round 1, pick 5. Welcome to the Atlanta Falcons. Hidden development, 95 speed, 95 acceleration, 85 agility, 95 change of direction, 92 jumping, 57 strength, but he seems great. He seems really good player. And now, later in this draft, I would like to try to get some depth, because we do not have much depth at all. Okay, so now, we're trying to jump back into the first round, using the pick we got from the Lions for an edge rusher. Probably Paul Alexander. Skip ahead, the Texans. They go strong safety, Ben Armstrong, defensive back. Okay, so would have went defensive back. Packers, no, sorry. Broncos go Julius Pierre, defensive tackle. Packers at 8 go Josh Hill out of Baylor. The Colts at 9 go Adam Hutchinson out of Kansas. The Steelers at 10, do they go quarterback? They do. Jonathan Smith out of North Carolina. How many quarterbacks win this first round? The Ravens at 11. There's Marcus Barnes. Rams at 12. There's Kendrick Fulton. Okay. So that leaves Paul Alexander. Let's just view the draft board. Who is the teams trying to draft Paul Alexander, potentially? Alexander, Bills, Chiefs, Jaguars. So later, end of the first round. I don't know if the Jaguars are in it again. Skip ahead. Next pick. Joseph Davison out of Kansas State. The other Kansas State defensive tackle goes to the Eagles at 13. Browns at 14. Ron Guyton, right tackle, Alabama. Bears at 15. Malik Tobias, corner of UCF. Then Dwayne Timmons, left outside linebacker, UCLA to the Bucks. Dolphins at 17. Robert Woods, left outside linebacker to Clemson. Jets at number 18. There's CJ Bass out of Louisville. 49ers at 19. Will Sheldon, right outside linebacker out of Oregon State. Vikings at 20. There's Paul Alexander. Oh, okay. Might make a trade for him. Let's see. Maybe that's where that first round pick comes in. But is there another really, really good edge rusher? No, let's just view the top, 15 here. See if there is an edge rusher. Run stopper, not quite edge rusher. Run stopper again. Run stopper again. Manny Adkins out of Louisville. Is he good? No. I'd like someone consistent and well-rounded, I should say, not consistent. Another run stopper. Another run stopper. There's Leonel Russell. Do we jump the back end of the first round to get him? Hold on. Let's view the teams to potentially get Leonel Russell. View draft board. Let's see. He's now my favorite remaining. Broncos, Chargers, 49ers. So they're all coming up. Broncos, Chargers, 49ers. Okay. Skip ahead. Next pick. Gabe Spike of Ole Miss. There's the guy that can fly. Raiders. Taquan Peoples. Bengals. Demir Levy out of Stanford. Titans. Terrell Barber out of Washington. The Saints. They go Khalil Windsor, tight end out of Oregon. Then the Ravens at 26. Please don't pick Leonel Russell. Alright, there's Mitchell Rowe at Michigan State. The Bills. We're getting to the back end of the first round, so we'll make our trade with the Bills. And We'll grab Lino Russell right here. Now, we don't really need defensive tackle, but, I mean, he's just a player who's really, really interesting. And we're going to try. We might not even need to use this first round pick. Like, if we go... What if we go... we might. A third? Oh, we don't have 2 and 3 next year. We're going to throw in that first. And we're going to see if we can potentially get their third and a third next year. I doubt that, but let's see. Oh, they are. They're going to make it official. Okay. May have slightly overpaid, not quite sure. But let's see. Now on the clock at 27, we will make our selection, and that will be defensive tackle Lino Russell, who is one of the best players remaining, I think. He's round 2 to 3 talent, maybe a slight reach for him. Hidden development, 92 strength, 78 speed, 84 jumping, 65 change of direction, 73 agility, 83 acceleration. Seems like a good player to me. Alright, so now we will go pick by pick for the end of the first round. There's Gabriel Bowman, and then we're just going to go user pick. Courtesy Cunningham to the Panthers at 29. Patriots at 30, while Michael Hayes to left tackle to Louisville. Chargers at 31, they go Taylor Jefferson out of Clemson. That's the tackle I was considering. And Jonathan Vonhan, probably said his name wrong, to the Cowboys. Okay, we will see who's available at the 33rd overall pick. Wide receiver Will Garvin's still here. Let's see. It's not amazing. Marcus Bradham out of Alabama. B power moves, D finesse moves, B tackle, A to C block shedding. I feel like you could be a solid pass rusher. Maybe. Not quite sure. Manny Atkins out of Louisville. We already checked him, I believe. Yeah. Is there any good tackles available? Let's take a look. Let's tight end, tackle. Jaron Cole's out of Clemson. He was the guy. I was mistaken. And let's check right tackle. Devin Morrison out of Arizona State. Is he good? A pass block, B to C run block, B impact block, A awareness. I think the other guy's better. I forget his name. So we will go ahead and take Jaron Coles out of Clemson, I believe, right now. Hidden dev, 87 strength, 72 speed, 79 jumping, 58 change of direction, 71 agility, 86 acceleration. Third, we're 3 for 3 hidden dev on all 3 players so far. We'll skip ahead to our next pick. Just all the way at round 3, pick 27. We are now going to see who's still available. Emmett Russell, we don't need a physical receiver. Deion Massey's available. Okay, now we can start getting into the depth range. Where do we need depth? Really, every position defensively. Aside from the defensive line, although we could use an extra edge rusher. We need extra linebackers. We need extra safeties. Corner, we're okay, especially after drafting Devontae Bean. And we also need... We grab another tackle. But let's view the linebackers. Bryce Griffin out of Virginia Tech. Is he any good? F block shedding, but he's not a pass rusher. He's a pass coverage guy. We're just going to see if we know anything about any more. No, not really. Only 50%. Middle linebacker, 55% scouted. All these day 3 guys. Okay, never mind. Same here, day 3. Okay, how about safety? 3 to 4. 3 to 4, okay. Well, we are in round 3, actually. Josh Metcalf, let's take a look at. Solid hit power. Could be good in man. Solid tackler. As a depth guy, he doesn't seem terrible. Wilmore Wright is a day 3 guy, so we will hold off on taking a look at him. Jonathan Wiggins out of New Hampshire. Let's see. Again, seems like he could be a good player. Lacks discipline, though. Ran a 4.4 at his pro day and a 4.45 at the combine. Okay, great speed. Fastest of any free safety. Elton Ball of Alabama. I know I'm not checking these guys a ton. Really good zone coverage, potentially. He's a zone guy. This is actually a pretty tough decision for who we're going to take a safety. Wiggins or Ball? Who's the better athlete? Let's see. I do like guys who are athletic. Oh, both of these guys can fly. You're in a 4.44 this pro day and a 4.5 at the combine. Bit more athletic, I would say. We'll take Elton Ball, and I accidentally just backed out his profile. Can we go 4.44 in hidden dev? Yes, we can. Wow. How am I doing this? Elton Ball of Alabama, welcome to the Atlanta Falcons. 86 acceleration, 92 agility, 85 change of direction, 85 jumping, 88 speed, 68 strength. Seems like a pretty good player to me. Alright, next pick at 4-1. It is very, very soon, so we will advance to our next user pick. And let's see, who will we pick here? Round 4, pick 1. Emmett Russell's still here. Bryson Griffin's still here to Virginia Tech. Seems like he could be good. Not a pass rusher, but good coverage appears. Not sure. Trying to think. We really need Josh Metcalf. I know we just took a safety. Let's see. I think what we might do is we might go edge rusher. Let's take a look at the edge rushers available, and let's see if we'll take any of them. Day 3, round 4 is day 3. Never mind. All these guys are going to be day 3, unless they fall. Could be good. Run stopper. Finesse moves could be good though, although you'd expect power to be higher. Not going super in depth on these guys as I said before. Terrence Sutton, let's take a look. Okay. Pretty one-dimensional in power. Power rusher. Speed rusher, Stan Hill to Mississippi. Could be good. Pretty good athlete. Let's see. Right ends, any good ones available. Quincy Allison out of UCLA. Not good block shedding, but could be good. Did not participate in the combine. Could be good. Any edge rushing linebackers. Power rusher, Brandon Overton out of Auburn, round 2 to 3, still here. Seems like a solid athlete. Good power moves at B, and where's finesse moves? I can't seem to find them. Oh, C finesse moves. Seems okay. Bryson Griffin still here, but he's a coverage guy. Should we go take Brandon Overton of Auburn? He's a solid athlete. We'll take him. Brandon Overton, normal dev for the first time today, but I mean, that's kind of what you'd expect when you get into day 3. 80 strength, 82 speed, 77 jumping, 64 change of direction, 72 agility, 90 acceleration. Seems like he could be a very good player. And our next pick is pick 5, round 1. So we will go ahead and skip to there. And let's see who is available. Oh, don't want to skip ahead. I don't know why I was on there. Sorry. We need off-ball linebacker. Bryce Griffin, you're still here. Is this guy like awful? Why is he falling? Should we scoop him up? You know what? I think we might scoop him up. He could play. We can move him around in linebacker. We'll scoop up Bryce Griffin to falling linebacker. Normal dev. 88 acceleration, 84 agility, 78 change of direction, 78 jumping, 85 speed, 65 strength. I know we took back-to-back linebackers, but different roles. One we're going to move down to defensive end. The other will stay up at linebacker. Next user pick at round 6, pick 1. We will make our selection for a second-to-last pick, I believe. A lot of corners available. Don't really need corner. Mitch Overton at South Carolina is a receiver. We'll take a look at him. Doesn't seem all that great. We could use another tackle. We could use another safety. %95 scouted. We'll take a look at him. Not great, but I mean, they're not going to be these tremendous tackles day 3 in the 6th round. Scheme fit, 95% scouted. Could be good. Stephen Faulkner is a player I'd consider. Gonna view strong safety, I believe that is where we need. What a stump. Or Bubba Stump, sorry. Again, seems like it'd be good. 4.51, 4.49, very fast. Good athlete. Should we take him? I don't know. I feel like we may need one more tackle. We're not a very deep team. That's the problem. It's a bit smaller. Tyler Huff is a hybrid safety. That doesn't seem quite as good. Let's see. Should we take the tackle? I think we'll take the tackle. Normal development, 86 strength, 83 acceleration, 72 agility, 45 change of direction, 67 jumping, 64 speed. For a right tackle, is going to be depth. That's not terrible. And advancing to the 7th round of our draft. Oh, we do have another pick after this. Did not realize that. We will make our selection. Here we could go... let's see. We could go... Don't need tackle again. We could go that safety if he's still here. He is not. Already took a free safety. Middle linebacker. All UDFAs. Anthony Klein. Could be good. B pursuit, B tackle, C block shedding. C to F zone. Good athlete. He seems good. We'll take him. Anthony Klein, normal development, 85 speed, 76 strength, 69 jumping, 71 change of direction, 76 agility, 87 acceleration. And to what this should be our final pick. Yeah, now it is. Round 7, pick 5. We will pick a player. And that player will be... Let's see. I'd consider going running back here. UDFA's here. Jeremy Pitts, probably not any relation to Kyle Pitts. Should we go in for like a really depth guy? I don't really know. We could just sign a running back. I don't think we'll go running back. Receiver, we're solid. Should we go another edge rusher? You know, we might just go take a look at some of the top players available. And we could probably use some depth at corner. 3 to 4, sitting here in the 7th round, pick 5. Oh, because he stinks. D-man in zone, lacks discipline. This guy's awful. That's probably why he's still here. Rashawn Edwards. Are you any better? Not really. Patriots really need a corner. Cassis Barksdale out of Oregon. You're small, but are you any better? Not really. We've also got some safeties who should be pretty versatile. Center? He could be good. B pass block. Again, don't know a ton about him, but he could be very good. Very athletic for the center position. And Kurt Winters will be the pick here at number 17. Or, not number 17. I don't know where I saw 17, sorry. At pick 7, round 7, pick 5. 85 strength, 69 speed, 61 jumping, 54 change of direction, 68 agility, 80 acceleration. And that concludes the draft for us. So we will go ahead and sim to the end of the draft, and then we will view the draft recap. Okay, so after the draft, we have some trade offers for Brevin Jordan. We will review the offer. A lot of teams interested in him. That is the Bears. No, we just brought him in. If you're a second-string tight end, got star development as second-string tight end, not going to accept that. We will decline that offer. And draft recap. Let's take a look at how our overalls are. Devontae Bean, 77 overall. That is quite good. Definitely our best player. Jaron Cole, 74 overall. Leonard Russell, 72 overall. Elton Ball, 71 overall. Anthony Klein, 66 overall. Okay, these guys aren't really great. But let's take a look. Who was the best player in the class? Highest rated player, Gabe Spiegel. 99 speed and 98 acceleration. Did we miss out? I don't think so, but 99 speed. Does he have, just so you guys know, his normal development. I will check development traits for other teams, just never ours. Kevin Foote, 76 overall. Does he have hidden development? Normal dev, so it doesn't really seem like we missed at all. Let's see. We miss any other players I'd considered. Kendrick Fulton, let's take a look. He's the first guy with hidden development, 74 overall. And we will go ahead and take a look at his development trait. And I will not look at Paul Alexander's, just because I might trade from Superstar for Kendrick Fulton. Not Kendrick Fulton. That's not right. Is it Kendrick Fulton? No, I don't remember. It is Kendrick Fulton. Paul Alexander. Normal dev, 74 overall. Seems like it's a good draft class. I just want to see how good these quarterbacks were. I was never considering a quarterback, but Dak Caver out of Arizona State, a field general guy. Hidden dev, 78 overall. I'd still think I'd rather have Donaldson because of the mobility, but we'll check his dev trait as well. He's got star. And take a look at some other quarterbacks. We had three quarterbacks in a row. Josh Hill, 75 overall. He's an improviser out of Baylor. He's got hidden dev. He went to the Packers. Got 84 speed. Let's take a look. Does he have anything better than star? He has superstar. Adam Hutchinson out of Kansas. He's a field general quarterback. He's got normal. And this will be the last quarterback we take a look at. Jonathan Smith. Again, normal dev. Okay. But overall, I feel a very, very good class. Trying to think, was there any other guys we considered drafting that are here? Ron Coles was really, really good. Let's see. Is there anyone else? Let's check corners real quick. Because it was a very good corner class. Did we get the best corner? I wish you could filter this by position. No, we'll just go by pick. Devontae Bean, 77 overall. Was there any corner that was better? 75 for Marcus Barnes. And he had normal dev. Malik Tobias, 74 overall. He had hidden dev. Let's check what his is. It is star, okay. Now, I'm not going to go trade for one of these corners, which is why I'm checking their dev traits. But so far, 77 overall is the highest corner. Glenn Pierce, 76 overall, a close second. Normal dev. Seems like Devontae Bean was definitely the best corner in the class so far. Let's see. DeAndre Stark, 74 overall, and normal dev. I don't really think we missed any corners. Devontae Bean was the guy. Alright, but, now, let's take a look at the roster. Let's see how it looks before our next season. Oh, can't adjust our... I thought I meant adjust roster this way. Oh, that's adjust the lineup, sorry. Got him confused. John Coles is listed as our starting tackle above Delonte Force. I don't think that'll stay. Let's see. How are we gonna work this? Trey Sermon's higher than Tyler Algier. Well, Algier's a 77. Sermon's a 78. Maybe we'll split some work between them. But, let's see. So, Lena Russell, hidden dev. He's just lower than Eric Kendricks. Gonna adjust the depth chart a bit. We're gonna play our rookie, Delonte Bean, over Isaiah Oliver. And, specialists. Yes, that is a third down back will be. Slot receiver will not be Tyler Boyd. Slot corner will be Isaiah Oliver. I wish we could get a better edge rusher. Maybe we go make a trade, but let's see. I'm not going to go trade for this 99 overall player, but we will advance to the next week, which will be, we will not be playing any, actually, no, we'll send the preseason today. Sorry, did not realize that. Let's see. Is there any players we could maybe trade for? We've also got some empty roster space. And $118 million in cap space we weren't able to spend. Obviously, this isn't the last offseason. We will still have some seasons after this where we will sim. We will sim the seasons, maybe play a few games, but not a ton. But I'm going to see if there's any edge rushers we could potentially pick up. Another player I consider is Adonis Parnell. Was one of the best players in the class a few seasons ago. He's got superstar development. I'd consider trading for him, and I'd also consider Rashawn Gary. He'd be expensive. Should we go Adonis Parnell? I don't know how much they'd want for him. It's probably not going to be easy, but I mean, he's a good player. So now, I don't really think we're going to be in a position for, like, a top pick. They'd be interested in Desmond Ridder. They are. No chance they What? How did that not get accepted? Desmond Ridder for Adonis Parnell almost just got accepted straight up. We're going to need a quarterback, but I mean, we're going to go sign some free agents. Got a lot of receivers. Justin Schaffer, if we throw him in, I was like, that'll get us over. There we go. Adonis Parnell is now an Atlanta Falcons superstar development. He will not be wearing 23. That is disgusting. He's going to be an edge rusher for us. And we make a big trade in the offseason, bringing in one of the best players in the class a few years ago. So now, Adonis Parnell will get moved. We need another quarterback, or maybe even two. We need another running back. So right end is where Adonis Parnell will get moved to. So Adonis Parnell will get moved to right end. We'll move him down to the defensive end position. Oh, going the wrong way. We will save the changes. Oh, I forgot to edit his number. So Adonis Parnell, a superstar development defensive end at almost 80 overall for us. 23, as I said, is disgusting. So let's see what numbers we have available. I don't love that. We can go. Can we go like 90? Yeah, there we go. We'll do that. And let's see. Is there any other numbers that look ridiculously bad? What numbers are Lena Russell wearing? 94. Okay. No, we're gonna make him wear number 99. And let's see. Burnett, that's fine. 13, that is disgusting. Why do they put these guys in such bad numbers? Not like they're bad numbers, just like, it does not look good. Like, 13 for a linebacker is disgusting. How about, like, 40, 41 is perfect. 53 is fine, 92 is okay. Alright, so we do need to sign some players. We need a quarterback, or even two. And our backup quarterback, we will be bringing in. We've got a lot of old guys here. These guys stink. I don't want to bring in somebody who's like 90. Garoppolo? Heineke? We'll go Taylor Heineke as our backup. And should we bring in another guy? Can we put somebody on like the practice squad, like a Jake Watton or an Easton Stick? No, we cannot. Oh, I can filter this by practice squad, right. Okay, well. Not quite what I had in mind. Colin Mercer is a mobile quarterback. Can we not sign him to our practice squad until the regular season? Okay, that's annoying. Okay, running back, we also need one, just as depth. And we're going to go get... These guys don't have to be great, that's why I'm going pretty far down the board, just to see if we've got a like. Maybe someone like a Ty Johnson? We'll go Justin Jackson, actually. He will be our, like, 4th string running back for a year. Or for, just as depth. And, any other positions? I'm trying to think. Where did I say we needed to bring somebody in? Jordan Poyer is still a free agent. We'll sign him, but he's going to play behind Eddie Donnell. Okay, so that is signings. We're still only at 58 players. Oh, it's 53, the active roster. I thought it was 63 for a second. Okay, but adjusting the roster and the depth chart, and then I'll let you guys know what the roster is actually going to look like for the season. Alright, so after making some changes to the team, Will Donaldson as our quarterback, Tyler Algier as our running back, receivers Drake London, Tyler Boyd, Quez Watkins, Tutu Atwell at the top 4. Devontae Forsett will be our left tackle, and Manning right out left guard, Matt Hennessy, Chris Lindstrom, and then Jerron Coles, Sean Edmonds. Let me know in the comments. I've got Jerron Coles just because it's a hidden development and a bit younger, and obviously Kyle Pitts is our tight end. And then defensively, we've got Ebiketie and Parnell off the edges, Grady Jarrett, Eric Kendricks, and Leonel Russell. Corners, AJ Terrell, then Bryce Hall, and then Devontae Bean, Isaiah Oliver, number 4. Then we got Richie Grant, Eddie Donnell as our starting corner safeties. Jordan Poyer is a little bit better than Eddie Donnell, but he's older, and Eddie Donnell is definitely our guy there. Special teams, obviously, we've got Hollister and Younghoe Koo. Returners are Quez Watkins just because of his speed, 98 speed. And specialists look like this: Isaiah Oliver in the slot, Arnold Ebiketie, Donis Parnell off the edges, Grady Jarrett, Eric Kendricks, then Leonel Russell up the middle. Trey Anderson, sub linebacker. Actually, no, we'll play Eddie Donnell like that. Then Tyler Boyd is not going to be in the slot. That's going to be Isaiah McKenzie. I'll go fix that. And then this is how the running backs will look. Alright, so we're all set for the upcoming season. Just so you guys know, I'll go over this in the next video, the updated settings. But we're going to be playing on All-Pro difficulty. Just to make it a bit easier, we will tweak some sliders after we play a few games. But advancing to the regular season, which will be next steps to Falcons franchise. And hopefully we have no injuries in the preseason. But I'll see you guys once we finish simming. Alright, so we finished. We play the Dolphins at home to open up the season. We were in 82 overall, 83 offense, 81 defense. And we now got practice squad available. But upgrades from the preseason. Kyle Pitts and Adonis Parnell we will upgrade. Pitts will go possession. Got a lot upgraded. +1 awareness, ball carrier, vision, break tackle, run block, and spectacular catch +2 run block power and short route running. And Adonis Parnell is going to have Speed Rusher upgraded. It's up to, actually still a, oh, I skipped that, but he's still a 80 overall. And abilities, I don't know what are good ones. It's not unlocked that one yet. Unfakeable. Defenders are rare with the ability are rarely faked out by ball carrier moves and cannot be faked out when user controlled, okay? Is that literally the only other thing we have unlocked? What's better, unfakeable or recuperation? Players with this will recover from fatigue faster. What's his fatigue rating? Or his stamina? 79. That's okay. I think we'll go unfakeable. Let me know, again, in the comments which one we should do. So, Sean Edmonds or Jerron Coles, and then also what ability there. So, just to make sure we got no injuries, but that is going to be it for the Falcons franchise offseason. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, yeah, no injuries. Turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode of Falcons franchise week 1 against the Dolphins. I do my best to post as often as possible. Check my main channel, Super Sports Central, link in the description of this video, and I will see you in the next video.